If you're looking to build massive arms, then you need to learn from the best, and when it comes to arm training, few people can match the intensity and dedication of the legendary bodybuilder Mike Mentzer. The legend. Mike Mentzer was an American professional bodybuilder, author, and fitness educator. Mentzer's interest in bodybuilding began at an early age, and he began training seriously in his teens. He competed in his first bodybuilding contest at the age of 18, and went on to win numerous titles, including the Mr. Universe and Mr. America titles in the late 1970s. In addition to his success in bodybuilding, Mentzer was also an accomplished writer and educator. He wrote several books on bodybuilding and fitness, including Heavy Duty, A Logical Approach to Building Muscle, which is considered one of the most influential books on the subject. Mentzer's approach to bodybuilding emphasized the importance of intensity and brief, high-intensity workouts, as opposed to longer, less intense sessions. He was known for his focus on the mind-muscle connection and his belief that mental focus and concentration were key to achieving optimal results. Mentzer passed away in 2001 at the age of 49, but his legacy lives on as a pioneer in the field of high-intensity training and a beloved figure in the bodybuilding community. Intense arm training philosophy. Mike Mentzer's philosophy of arm training was based on the principles of high-intensity training, progressive overload, and proper recovery. He believed that these three elements were essential for achieving maximum muscle growth and strength in the arms. Mentzer's approach to arm training was based on the concept of intensity. He believed that the key to building muscle was to challenge the body with increasingly difficult workouts, pushing the muscles to their limits and then allowing them to recover. Mentzer's arm training routines were brief but intense, focusing on a few key exercises that allowed him to push his muscles to their limit. Progressive overload was another key element of Mentzer's arm training philosophy. He believed that the body needed to be constantly challenged in order to grow stronger and build more muscle. This meant increasing the weights and/or repetitions of exercises over time, gradually building up the intensity of the workout to continually stimulate the muscles. Proper recovery was the third key element of Mentzer's arm training philosophy. He believed that the body needed time to rest and recover after intense workouts in order to build muscle effectively. He emphasized the importance of getting enough sleep, eating a nutritious diet, and avoiding overtraining in order to allow the muscles to recover properly. Mentzer also emphasized the importance of the mind-muscle connection in arm training. He believed that focusing on the muscles being worked and contracting them deliberately during each exercise was essential for achieving maximum results. Overall, Mentzer's philosophy of arm training was focused on intensity, progressive overload, proper recovery, and the mind-muscle connection. By following these principles and focusing on a few key exercises, Mentzer was able to build some of the most impressive arms in the history of bodybuilding. Mentzer's arm workout routine, sets and reps. Mike Mentzer's arm workout routine was designed to be brief but intense, with a focus on a few key exercises. He believed that high-intensity training with heavier weights and lower reps was more effective than longer, less intense workouts. Mentzer's arm workout routine typically consisted of 2 main exercises for the biceps and 2 for the triceps, performed in a superset fashion with minimal rests between sets. His favorite exercises for the biceps were barbell curls and incline dumbbell curls, while his preferred triceps exercises were dips and lying triceps extensions. For each exercise, Mentzer would perform one all-out set to failure, with a weight heavy enough to allow him to perform only 6 to 8 reps. He would then rest for 3 to 5 minutes before performing a second set of the same exercise, again to failure. This approach to training allowed him to push his muscles to their limits and maximize muscle growth and strength. In addition to the main exercises, Mentzer would also incorporate some auxiliary exercises for the arms, such as hammer curls and pushdowns, but these were typically performed with lighter weights and higher reps. High-carb diet plan. Diet plays a significant role in muscle development, including the muscles in the arms. Mike Mentzer's diet plan was designed to support his training and maximize his arm muscle growth. Get ready to discover a diet plan that was ahead of its time and propelled Mike Mentzer to victory. Unlike other bodybuilders who focused on protein and limited carbs, Mentzer believed that carbohydrates were the key to success. His diet plan was based on a low-frequency approach with fewer meals but more calories per meal. Carbohydrates were essential to Mentzer as they provided the energy needed to build and maintain muscle mass. He even went so far as to say that carbs like white rice wouldn't make you gain fat. Mentzer advocated for a high-carb diet for bodybuilders, but he wasn't a fan of the typical high-carb approach that involved lots of fruit or fruit juice. Instead, he recommended 4 servings of high-quality grains and fruits and 2 servings of dairy and protein. Mentzer also believed in intelligent cheating by having an extra meal once a week that consisted of whatever he wanted while keeping his caloric intake under 2,000. Now let's dive into the foods that Mentzer recommended. First up, oatmeal, a great source of complex carbs to keep you fuller for longer and provide energy. Next, eggs, a quick and easy source of protein. Chicken breast, a low-fat source of protein that's versatile and can be used in a range of dishes. Salmon and tuna, packed with omega-3 fatty acids that have many health benefits. Fruits like apples, oranges, grapes, strawberries, apricots, blueberries, and bananas, which Mentzer recommended eating every day. Lentils, which are full of fiber to keep you feeling fuller for longer and support your digestive system. Finally, vegetables like broccoli, green beans, zucchini, squash, spinach, and onions, which are all packed with essential vitamins and nutrients. Juices like orange and grape, along with a protein shake, were also part of Mentzer's diet plan. Bread, granola, low-fat milk, and poultry are also great options. Remember to stay hydrated and drink plenty of water to keep your body functioning at its best. Mentzer's diet plan was all about balance and nourishing your body with healthy, high-quality foods. It was a plan ahead of its time and helped Mentzer achieve great success in bodybuilding competitions. Progressive overload techniques. One of his most important training principles was progressive overload, which means that the weight, reps, or sets of an exercise should be increased gradually over time to continue making gains in strength and muscle mass. Mentzer believed that progressive overload was crucial to achieving significant muscle growth and strength gains. Here are some of the progressive overload techniques that Mentzer used. Heavy-duty training. Mentzer's training system, called heavy duty, focused on lifting heavy weights for fewer repetitions and sets. Heavy-duty training was designed to stimulate muscle growth while minimizing the risk of injury. The idea was to perform each exercise with maximum intensity and effort, pushing the muscles to their limits. Heavy-duty training involved performing 1 or 2 sets of an exercise to failure, meaning that the last repetition of the set should be almost impossible to complete. Rest-pause training. Rest-pause training is a technique that Mentzer used to increase the intensity of his workouts. It involves performing a set of an exercise to failure, taking a short rest, usually 10 to 15 seconds, and then performing a few more reps to failure. This process is repeated a few times until the muscles are completely fatigued. Negative reps. Negative reps, also known as eccentric training, involve lowering the weight slowly and under control. This technique is used to place more stress on the muscles during the lowering phase of an exercise. This increases the time under tension for the muscle, leading to greater muscle damage and growth. Advice from Mike Mentzer. Mike Mentzer emphasized the importance of avoiding common mistakes in arm training to maximize gains and prevent injury. One mistake is using too much weight and sacrificing proper form. This not only decreases the effectiveness of the exercise, but can also lead to injury. Another mistake is not using a full range of motion, which limits muscle activation and growth. Mentzer also cautioned against overtraining, as the muscles need time to recover and grow stronger. Additionally, neglecting to vary exercises and rep ranges can lead to plateaus and slow progress. Finally, Mentzer stressed the importance of focusing on mind-muscle connection, using a controlled tempo, and incorporating intensity techniques like forced reps and negatives to push past plateaus and stimulate muscle growth. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.